What's up, Peep Squad? Peep Squad is in the building, baby. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'd be greatly appreciated. Let's just talk about it. The last time we seen Wendy Williams, she was leaving a doctor's office in Florida, and it looked like she was spending time with her family in Florida for the holidays as of Thanksgiving. But now Wendy Williams has resurfaced, and she's in New York with her son, and we're going to get into that situation. But the last time we seen Wendy, she didn't confirm whether she was coming back to the Wendy Williams show or not, but she did confirm that you will see something from Wendy Williams. So let's check that out.
Hey Wendy, are you sad about the show being canceled? Any plans for a new show? Everyone does hope you feel better.
Thank you.
Yes, good luck to you, alright? Sorry to bug you.
Thank you very much, it's okay.
Is your recovery going okay? Because everyone is really concerned.
Wendy is doing fabulous.
She's doing fabulous?
Yeah.
Any more words for the fans?
Lots more Wendy stuff.
That's good to hear.
Bye.
Love it. Thank you. Thanks, Wendy.
Thank you.
And it was really nice to see Wendy actually walking on her own. She had a little bit of assistance, but other than that, she was walking on her own. She was coherent. She answered the questions that she wanted to answer. So it just makes you understand that Wendy Williams is aware. And, there's been so many rumors and allegations about Wendy Williams' health, her medical status and what she's going through and what she's facing, which is just so detrimental. If anybody's facing these allegations that's been put out about Wendy and her health, it's like, Lord, you got to stay on your knees and pray all day, every day, and try to seek out the best medical treatment you possibly can, because what Wendy Williams alleged to be suffering from medically is just really, disheartening all the way around. But in any event, we know one thing for sure is we're not going to see Wendy Williams in January sit actually in her purple chair, which we would love to see. And because, she already has a lineup of guest hosts who's going to be, sitting in Wendy Williams' chair and basically taking over the reins while Wendy Williams, get better and she heals and she comes back, to the full capacity that she's able to come back. So we see the guest host, and as you guys know, you see Sherri Shepherd, and it's been a lot of rumors that Sherri Shepherd was taking over Wendy Williams' chair. But in any event, Sherri Shepherd denies it, and she says she don't want to take over Wendy Williams' show. She would like to have her own show, to start her own legacy. But in any event, she's been a recurrent, guest host on the Wendy Williams show because the fans love her. But in any event, she was supposed to be on the show as of today, but she couldn't because she went to the doctors and she ended up having surgery. So we see Sherri Shepherd, she's actually has her appendix removed, and she said she was in such great pain that she went to the hospital to see what was going on just from some Pepto-Bismol, and basically they end up having an emergency surgery to remove her appendix. So she's doing well, and she'll be back guest hosting the Wendy Williams show tomorrow. So, prayers up to Sherri Shepherd and not event. But in any event, let's get back to Wendy Williams out here in New York. And I was just like, it's so good to see Wendy Williams point blank, period. And, Wendy Williams was out in New York and she was with her son. Her face looked a little bit different. Her face looked like maybe she's on some medication, but it also can be from the Graves' disease where her face is filling out more and her eyes are a little bit bigger than usual. But in any event, we're just glad that you're alive and you're moving and you're walking. And she got on clothes. Wendy Williams don't have on a robe. People been complaining about her robe and complaining about Wendy Williams out here in these streets going to a doctor's appointment barefooted with no shoes on and a robe, basically saying that she is incoherent. Why would she come out there like that? I was like, Wendy Williams is worth millions and millions of dollars. I guess if she want to go back to her roots and walk barefooted out here, in the streets in Florida where the ground's always warm, that's what she wanted to do. But as you can see with her attire that she has on, she is back in New York, and she's also back in New York with her son. So it's good to see Kevin Hunter Jr. supporting his mother and being there for his mother. And maybe Wendy is dependent on him a lot more than she would normally depend on her son, because he is a college student and he does live down south. So he's been there with his mother when she went to doctor's appointments in Florida, and we've been seeing him in Manhattan with his mother, you know, pushing the wheelchair and things of that nature. So he's been tight, he's been close, he's been around his mother, so that's wonderful as well. So it's looked like they went out shopping, they went to the store, they got some things, and you know, they're actually walking the streets of New York. There's probably an SUV waiting on the side to pick them up, but I do like Wendy Williams' blue fur coat. Whatever coat she got on, that looks nice, and she got a little belly showing, and she has on these boots that she has on. They look like they might be more comfortable, but I don't think Wendy was going to be walking the streets of New York barefooted. Baby, not New York. You already know you can't do that in New York. I don't care what part of New York you live in. But in any event, she has on full attire: a shirt, pants, boots, shoes, pocketbook, jacket, coat, and she has sunglasses on top of her head. So in any event, she got dressed and she went out. So she must be feeling a lot better to actually get into, you know, regular clothes instead of wearing her robe, which is probably very comfortable, especially when you're going through pain and you're suffering, you know, and there's a lot going on. And we just wish her well. We wish her well with, you know, a lot of people are saying that she left rehab. I don't know where she left. I just want her to get well, get better, and you know, and basically her brain to be fully functional and working as well. But you know what? It was good to see Wendy. I was good to see snapped a picture of Wendy, and it looks nice, and it's so wonderful that Kevin Hunter Jr. is supporting his mother. He's beside his mother, he's next to his mother, because ultimately she's going to need somebody that's on her side, and somebody that's probably going to help her making some important decisions. Even though her son Kevin Hunter Jr. is a young man, it seems like he's supporting his mother and he's there with his mother, and that's wonderful to see. That's a good situation as well. But when are we gonna see you, Wendy? Can we get an interview, Wendy? Could we just hear you talk? Could you tell us, you know, what's going on? Do you have dementia? Is there any sign of dementia? You know what I mean? Like, you know, so we see you walking. We see you walking without any assistance at all. Wendy's holding her son's hand like they're holding each other's hands for love, moral support, because people are gonna snap pictures. They're gonna talk about her and things of that nature. But it's the love, that and the togetherness that you see, the bond between Wendy and her son. And we know a long time ago, Kevin Hunter Jr. punched his father, and they called the popos, you know, so he got his mother's back, and he's there with his mother, and that's wonderful, because she loves her son, especially after losing, you know, the daughter that she was supposed to have, and then she ended up having Kevin Hunter Jr., and so that's her blessing, that's her God-given blessing right there, baby. So you guys let me know what you think about the situation, but it's so wonderful to see them holding hands, and it's not like Wendy is depending on her son, you know, to help her walk or keep her balanced. It looks like she's doing very well. It's just her face looked very different. Her face looked a little bit disheveled, and it's also more fuller and things of that nature, but that also could be because of her health issues, you know. So you guys tell me what you think about this situation. Peace and love to all my peeps and my peoples. Peep Squad is in the building. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated. Peace. Wendy look good though. Her outfit look good. You can't tell me. And her wig is almost on point. You know, it's just the wind blowing it. But other than that, you know, she look good. She look better. You know, it looks like she's progressing and looking better. And as these stages go on, as time go on, she is looking like she's getting more healthier and better.